Hi everybody, welcome to Beyond Grilled Cheese. I'm Nancy Webb and I'm fairly excited for this. And welcome to you people at home who are now just putting the DVD into the machine. Beyond Grilled Cheese is hopefully a training that will introduce you to a whole bunch of ideas with using breads, different types of breads that are out there, different types of cheeses that are available to you. One of the things that I was very excited about is, I'm hoping you go to the deli, but only a fourth, you're trying new cheeses. One of the new cheeses I thought sounded absolutely delicious was a smoked cheddar Swiss. And so we're going to try that on one of our sandwiches. And for a quarter of a pound, it's only $2. So it's not horribly expensive, especially if you want to try something out, you're not buying a whole block. The other thing is that I'm hoping to introduce you, again, to the breads and then using up your leftovers from the night before in a different way. And introducing you to grilling suggestions. Or at least not just the regular grilled cheese, but of course it's beyond grilled cheese. So if you know of like paninis, those are a big one. I'm using George Foreman. I do not sell the George Foreman, so that's the only reason I'm using it is because it is fast. But you can use a fry pan, and then if you have another fry pan, put it on top. The directions in your book or in your little notebook says don't put any of the oil on the second piece because you're going to lay that pan on top of it and it'll push it down. And then as soon as you're done, ready to flip it, then you can sit there and put some more spray on it. There's somebody who has a black car in the handicapped area and the lights are still on.
That's me, but they're supposed to go out.
Okay. If you want, you might want to, I guess they've been on for a while.
I've been watching everyone else.
Okay. All right. The other, hopefully, what I'm going to do is sneak in some veggies into all of these sandwiches, so then you can kind of sneak them into your kiddos, so they're extremely nutritious meal as well as the nutritional meals that you're already giving them. All right, the first thing we're going to go ahead and just get started. The first thing I'm going to do is pancakes, and these were done this morning, and they're very, very cold. I'm not going to worry about heating them up right now. And that's what I think is kind of an interesting thing. Where'd my peanut butter go? Oh, it's over on this side. So I guess I'll start over here. And on this, I'm going to just spread on some peanut butter. And everybody has done this from time to time with your pancakes and everything. Remember that this is a breakfast, we don't really care about the peanut butter because we don't really count the protein. However, if you choose to do this at lunch, you do need to offer or give them 3 tablespoons of peanut butter. That's an awful lot, so we suggest make your sandwich and add a second protein if you didn't know that already. Hopefully we've been reminding you guys all that at our visits. I'm going to add peanut or bananas. So you can call this, a funky monkey peanutty monkey pancake, call it whatever you want to. Place all that together. A lot of times what you'll do is you sometimes want to assemble this on the grill. It does make it easier so you don't have to spray. In fact, this is what I'm going to do now. Oh, of course. And I use spray butter flavored because it's low in fat and it's not a butter. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip this on top of the pancake and spray that, and then I'm done. That's going to cook about 2 minutes. It's going to get ooey and gooey and it'll be really, really good. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do a different one, which is again with pancakes. Now this one has cream cheese. Cream cheese is not creditable. It's not a cheese. It's not anything. It's a processed cheese. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some cinnamon apples. You can also add applesauce to it. You can also do, what else could you do? Pie filling, apple pie filling would be good. Peach pie filling would be good. Pineapples would be good. Any of those things would be fine. And I'm going to put this on top of smear it around. And this is about 1/4 of a banana. I would suggest highly sticking a banana on their plate next to it. You can also make this again as a snack. Snack would be fine. You have your pancake and your fruit, and you'd be done. Now I'm coming over here to my peanut butter, and it's done. It's nice and hot. The peanut butter's ooey and gooey, and then Kay's gonna take it and cut it up so you guys can sample it. Here you go, Miss Kay, you can take that for me. You can spray some of these pancakes, sometimes you don't have to, it's not a big deal if you do or not. This one's also going to be a cream cheese, but I'm going to add fresh strawberries to it. And again, just mix it up. You can spread the cream cheese on first, which probably would have worked better on this one. There we go. And then add your strawberries. Now I'm not going to be able to turn this upside down, that's for sure. There we go. Now this one should be done. See how easy those are? Now I have a lot of providers who are just all so tickled with the Schwan's pancakes, but you know, my pancake mix cost $1.42 and I mixed it with water, and I got a lot more pancakes out of that than the $1.42 from Schwan's. However, I'm not saying Schwan's you can't do that, but I'm just saying, you know what? Make them up ahead of time. When you're cooking pancakes one day, make a whole bunch of pancakes and freeze them and stick them in your microwave. It's not wrong to do that. Also, use up your leftovers. The next thing I'm going to make is a Monte Cristo sandwich. Monte Cristo, I don't know if anybody is from the South. It's a huge, huge, wonderful sandwich that's generally dipped in batter and then fried. I'm not frying mine. Instead, what I'm doing is I actually made French toast this morning. It's cold. And I'm going to slide some of that smoky cheddar Swiss on it on both sides. And then I'm going to stick some ham on top. If this is a breakfast, you're only going to get your meat, or your bread for this one. But if it was, I forgot there was one in there. This is the strawberry one. It's done. But on this one, since I have already did the French toast part, all I'm going to do is put it together. I've got the smoky cheddar and the ham, and I'm going to stick it back on there. And that would be a really good lunch also, because you've got your bread and your ham and your cheese. So what a nice, a different way. And then, when it's all done, you can sprinkle it with powdered sugar. And that's the way you're supposed to do it. Now, another thing with French toast, and I don't have it in my handout because it was something new that I've just tried, and it's called a Kentucky Hot Brown. And if anybody is familiar with that, it's something that is done in the Kentucky Derby every single year, and it is delicious. And it is a French toast, turkey, a tomato, and cheese sauce. That's it. It is absolutely to die for. It's very, very good. So that's something you can think about. And if you want to try something during the Kentucky Derby, if the kids saw horses or talking about the horses, maybe you can try that for a hot brown. Now we're going on to lunch. See, the pancakes work very easily because they're all done. Now we're going to go ahead and go to lunch, which the first thing I'm going to do is a chicken broccoli cheese. A lot of my recipes are with chicken. I think I like chicken. This whole entire tub was one roasted chicken from the deli for $6.99. I bought two, one to eat for my family, and then I shredded up the rest of them on the second one. This is going to give you a ton of meals. And I know I had one provider who actually always bought two and always froze one. So that might be a suggestion. But it's a great way to get any of your chicken, or a good way to use up some chicken. Or if you have grilled chicken from the night before, or you roasted your own chicken, absolutely go ahead and try that. This one is, I'm going to use, well, I don't have a set. I'm going to use my 7 grain. I'm not a fan of 12 grain, but I do like 7 grain. There's just too many grains in a 12 grain. It's just too nutty for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this chicken broccoli cheese. And I'm going to spray one, and I'm going to start assembling it. All it is the chicken and my marinated broccoli salad. However, I told everybody you do not have to write this down. The only reason I did this is because I had my marinated broccoli salad at home. And it's all this. And you don't have to add the garlic powder since this is already marinating in Italian spicy. So I think you're going to be fine. So instead I chopped it up fine like this. And so that's going to be kind of my glue besides my cheese. I keep forgetting there's food in there. Okay. And there's 2 sandwiches in here, Kay. Okay. Am I going too fast? Oh no. Alright, so in this is just my chicken and my broccoli, and that's all that's in there. And what's really kind of nice, what I would do is chop up some of that if you did the marinated salad, I would maybe put that off to the side along with it, so they would kind of get an idea that there's something good for them, even though they don't realize it's good for them inside there. They might. It's kind of green. So they're going to complain about the green, I'm sure. Alright, so now I'm going to put some provolone down. That's also, most of your cheeses are your glue as well. And I'm going to put this down in the middle. And then I'm sorry. I was really slow the last time I did this. I'm already getting through this. And then that's going to go down. There we go. Alright, let's see, what's the next thing? Oh, this is, I think, my favorite. This one I'm going to use light Italian bread because it's an Italian theme. And so now I'm using basil pesto. I don't know if anybody or if any of you are familiar with basil pesto. It is absolutely my family's absolute favorite thing to eat. And their favorite thing to eat with it, well, guess what? Rotisserie chicken, basil pesto, and penne noodles. Oh my gosh. They ask for it weekly. I have to say no sometimes because they like it so absolutely. And I usually make a double batch so they can eat it the next day.
And you just put pesto inside it?
It's just diced chicken, pesto, 1 container of pesto with penne noodles or any noodle you want to use. That's absolutely delicious. And this is made, and it's usually in the refrigerated section. What I'm going to do here is a little bit different. I'm going to actually spread it on the outside. This is my oil for the outside instead of spraying it. And then I forgot what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, it's provolone as well. So I'm going to take the provolone out of here. And then just some chicken. Now what you can do, and I'm going to do it this way, is when I put the chicken on, I'm also going to put some Italian seasoning on it as well, just to give it a little bit of flavor, although it has a lot of flavor on it anyway. And then I'm going to sneak, this is gourmet, a sneak couple basil leaves in there, and a tomato. So now, let's see where I'm at over here. It's smelling done, doesn't it? It is. more pesto on this side. You can also add a little pesto inside as well. And then I'm going to cook it. Alright, so we're moving along really well. Throw some things away. Alright, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go Mexican. And we're going to go ahead and use our 7-grain. And again, this is anything you want to use. You don't have to use my breads. You can even use a pumpernickel maybe for the broccoli, or a potato for the potato bread, or even little rolls or hamburger buns, anything you want to. Alright, now this one is going to be my chicken Mexi Melt. And I'm going to spray this one. And I'm going to put, let's see, which cheese? Oh, we're going to do cheddar. I have a Fiesta blend, and it is shredded. I love cheese. And we're going to go ahead and add some more chicken. This one oh, you know what? I also am going to add a little bit of, I'm going to put it on here and mix it to help my chicken stay together. You can add some salsa to it, and I have a little bit of salsa here. When you're not in your kitchen and making this, it's kind of hard. Because I should have brought a bowl. Okay, maybe a little bit more. And of course you can add as much as you want to. And mix that together.